Bookmarklet idea that I noticed I could do while playing around in RightCapital. So here's a quick demo on how to create the Bookmarklet. So Josh did an example where he's getting the total taxation from the retirement and cash flow page. So let's go over to there real quick. Retirement cash flow. And then it shows total tax payments. So instead of downloading it and then adding it up in Excel or Numbers or Google Sheets, you can quickly do it in the browser as well. So I noticed I decided to put the important information up front so you don't have to watch the whole thing if you're just interested in the Bookmarklet. So here it is. Bookmarklet will be in the description. So just copy this and go into any kind of Bookmarklet creator. Convert it. Drag it into your bookmark bar. We'll get rid of the other one that was there before. Go into retirement, cash flows, and then possibly other places. And this Bookmarklet will just add all the tax payments. So other ones could be added, but if you just keep this as default, cash flow summary and tax payment, hit OK, you'll get the total amount of tax you paid. So you don't, and then copy that, and then you don't need to download the table and add it up in a separate program. You can do it right from here. So if you're interested in how I'm able to do this, continue watching. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Thanks. That RightCapital is using Angular, and a bunch of that information is available with the Angular scope. You don't need to know too much about it, but just know that you could get to it with JavaScript. So I'll just explain what I'm doing, and then in the end you would just need to copy the code, create a Bookmarklet, and everything will be done for you. But if you're interested in how I figured out how to do it, I'm going to give you a quick explanation. So here we're just looking at the scopes for this page, and then we're looking at cash flows and summary. And right now they're just strings that could be changed later. But if you look at this, you get all the different values on this page. So you can see each one of these is a row in each column along the way. So tax payments will be, we'll see that it's the 8th. But if you want to look a little bit further, actually we'll go all the way back to the scope. So if we look at the scope, we'll see that we have cash flow in this example, and we'll have data, and then we have accounts, invested assets, net worth, options, and summary. The same thing right here. And right now we're looking at the summary. We look at the table, and you see the data, which we just looked at, and then the headers, each one of these. So if we start at 0 for the year, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the payment. I guess I could have dropped down here. You see. So we want to get everything in the 8th column of this data. So let's see, what would we do? We need to get the next formula, and then eventually we'll bring it all together. But we'll clear this real quick. So again, here we're getting the cash flow and summary, the data table, and this reduce, in this case, we're just adding the previous column to the next one. You don't need to know exactly how it works, but it's just getting first the 51,000 value, and then it's adding down to the next 55, and so on and so on. So we're looking for that tax payment. So it could be any of these, but some of them, most of these won't make sense adding them up. But tax payment it does, so that's what we're doing here. So we add it all up. We get and 1.48 million. And but we'd have to open the console for that, so it's a little annoying. So let me quick switch over to the formula to make it a little easier. Actually, we'll look at it real quick. So we're just going to get a prompt for you to say which path you want, but it's going to default to the tax payments, and then it will do the calculation automatically. So I'll show you that real quick here before we make the bookmarklet. So again, cash flow, summary, and tax payment. So those values are going to be inserted in the same spot. So we have, we're breaking apart per those slashes, and we're adding them together. So you add them together and you said total tax payment is 1.48 million. So you hit OK or copy that. So you probably don't want to open it up in the console all the time, so we can create a bookmarklet. And I pasted the same code in here and converted to the bookmarklet and RC total. So I'll just put on this side, and a couple of other ones I'll delete real quick. There's a previous one. So in here we can close this down and just click the bookmarklet. And again, we want the same tax payment, same flow, same path. So we leave that there, and we get the amount. So we could copy that. Click that. And I think the proposal might be the same. No, it looked a little different. So again, we'll just click that, same path. And now it's pretty much 1 million in total taxes. I don't remember what I did in this example, but you can see how it could be pretty much distribution proposal. So I probably created changed the distribution proposal so the proposed plan has Roth conversions probably, but otherwise you just have to make sure you go to retirement and cash flow to use the bookmarklet to do the sum. Another thing, like I was saying, you could look at goals as well. Oops. Probably doesn't matter where you're at, but here. And oops. Instead of the last one, we'll do goals. Hit OK. And then our goals here is a total of $500,000, whatever we had planned. I just gotta close that. College, car, and vacations. So all that amount is there. I think this. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably look a little bit more around at this Angular, the scope in Angular. Maybe it'll help to copy the information without having to download and open another application. That should be it. Thanks.